Dear students, in the last session we learned about quantitative data. That is, what is quantitative data, what are the different methods for collecting the quantitative data, and what are the merits of and demerits of quantitative data. So in this session, we learn about the qualitative data. That is, why the qualitative data is necessary, what are their merits and demerits. So let us know, under this session we learn about need for the qualitative data, then uses of qualitative data and methods of qualitative techniques. The learning objective of this session is to understand the concept of qualitative techniques of data collection and to understand the methods of qualitative techniques of data collection. The session outcomes are theoretical understanding of qualitative techniques of data collection, and students are know the various methods of qualitative techniques of data collection. So let us know why the qualitative data is necessary. So qualitative data is a type of study carried out with a qualitative approach to understand the exploratory reasons and to assay how and why a specific program or phenomenon operates in the way it is working. A researcher can access numerous qualitative data collection methods that he or she feels are relevant. Qualitative data collection methods serve the primary purpose of collecting textual data for research and analysis. Next, what are the uses of qualitative data? The first one is knowledge around a specific issue or a program of people. Second one is meaning and relationships. And third one is social norms and contextual or cultural practices demeaning people or impacting a cause. That is, the qualitative data is textual or non-numerical. It covers mostly the images, videos, text, and written or spoken words by the people. You can opt for any digital data collection methods like structured or semi-structured surveys, or settle for the traditional approach comprising individual interviews, group discussions, etc. Then we know what are the methods for qualitative data collection. Mainly there are four methods for the collection of qualitative data. The four methods are individual interview, qualitative surveys, focus group discussion, and observation. Let us know one by one. First one is the individual interview. It is the one of the most trusted, widely used, and most popular qualitative data collection methods. An individual or a face-to-face interview is a direct conversation between two people with a specific structure and purpose. The interview questionnaire is designed in the manner to elicit the interviewer's knowledge or perspective detailed to a topic, program, or an issue. The conversation can be unstructured or informal but focused on understanding the individual's belief, values, understandings, feelings, experience, and perspective of an issue. The interviewer chooses to ask open-ended questions in individual interviews. If the interview selects answer from a set of given options, it becomes a structured, fixed response or a biased discussions. Next one is qualitative surveys. To develop an informed hypothesis, many researchers use qualitative surveys for data collection or to collect a piece of detailed information about a product or an issue. If you want to create questionnaires for collecting textual or qualitative data, then ask more open-ended questions. To answer such questions, the respondent has to write his or her opinion or perspective concerning a specific topic or issue. There are two types of qualitative surveys, namely, first one is the paper survey, second one is online survey. So, the paper survey or frequently used. The surveys consist of short text questions which are often open-ended. These questions' motive is to collect as much detailed information as possible in the respondents' own words. More often, the survey questionnaires are designed to collect standardized data responses from a larger population or large sample size. Second one is an online survey or a web survey is prepared using a prominent online survey software and either uploaded in a website or emailed to the selected sample size with a motive to collect reliable online data. The respondents use computers and keyboards to type their answers. It becomes easier and smoother to collect qualitative data. So next one is, third one is the focus group discussions. The focus group discussion consists of 8 to 10 people. The researcher ensure appropriate space is given to the participants to discuss a topic or issue in a context. The participants are allowed to either agree or disagree with each other's comments. The researchers know how a particular group of participants pursues the topic. The researcher analyzes what participants think of an issue, the range of opinions expressed, and the ideas discussed. The data is collected by noting down the variations or inconsistencies in the participants, especially in the terms of belief, experiences, and practice. The participants of focused group discussions are selected based on the topics or issues for which the researcher wants actionable insights. And fourth one is the observations technique. The observation is one of the traditional qualitative data collection methods used by researchers to gather descriptive text data by observing people and their behavior at events or in their natural settings. In this method, the researcher is completely immersed in watching or seeing people by taking a participatory stance to take down notes. Aside from taking notes, different techniques such as videos, photographs, audio recordings, tangible items like artifacts, and souvenirs are also used. Under the observation method, there are two main types of observation. One is the covert and second one is the overt. For the covert means, in this method, the observer is concealed without letting anyone know that they are being observed. For example, a researcher studying the rituals of a wedding in nomadic tribes must join them as a guest and quietly see everything that goes around him. This is meaning by covert. Second one, overt. In this method, everyone is aware that they are being watched. For example, a researcher or an observer wants to study the wedding rituals of a nomadic tribe. To proceed with the research, the observer or researcher can reveal why he is attending the marriage and even use a video camera to shoot everything around him. So this is nothing but a need for qualitative data and the methods of qualitative data.